stage of what we're going to do right now.
Okay.
We're going to look for beautiful swing setups, possible cores. You know, fundamentally, I got no opinion other than I still think they're in big trouble, but something's going on under the hood where the charts are lining up, and we're chartists, so we have to, right, Alex? Things are forward looking. And if we're getting in on the basement floor, like I always like saying, this could be a worse. I hope Debbie's with us, because Debbie loves huge reward to risk, and that's what we could be in the middle of right now. So we are on the search for junk right now. I do not care about fundamentals. What happened to Alex? Did McGraw say something that offended him? Hey, you know what, McGraw? Our Papa Hotel. McGraw, look at our Papa Hotel. We nailed the entry on that thing, on the reversal and the gap. That is a textbook entry on Papa Hotel. And if Alex were here, because I like messing with him, I would say, Alex, that is in the hotel sector, and that's the Papa of all hotel chains, and that's why it's doing well today. And he would say something sarcastic like, no, Dan, they're in the food distribution service. And I'm like, yeah, they do that too. They do. All right, Greg's getting his screen set up. IWM, we sold a put spread. That's doing fantastic. Hey, Pat.
So Dan,
Pat, if you go ahead. Sorry, Pat. I'll make fun of you later.
See, you're not streaming on YouTube now. Only I don't think they can hear you. I'm not sure.
Well, ask them. I see the live button. Ask them. Can they hear Dan talking?
Well, maybe through my mic it's picking it up. Hold on. Let me just turn this thing. So
no, Jake, Jake, you're drop down. You're at all panelists. But IWM, we nailed that one being the strongest today. Very nice. But Jake and McGraw, look at Papa Hotel 5 and 15-minute charts. That and I even said it this morning. I said, I'm going to put this in an intraday chart and we're going to watch it into the gap fill. Papa Hotel, McGraw. Don't you know how to speak aeronautics language? Papa Hotel. Papa is a P. Hotel is a H.
Are we having spelling bee now, Dan?
I'm just trying to help communicate.
Okay. All right. So first stock, and we can go to sectors from there.
Well, Greg, I tell you what, show them, since we're already in them, and that's what got my interest. Show them RCL, NCLH, and SAVE. We're in these 3 trades today already, and I'm looking for more. So explain to them what we like about RCL.
All right. So as we're going through sectors here, I'm starting to list this, the leisure sector.
Can you hear me, Greg?
I hear you, Dan.
Oh, okay. So, you know.
All right. So just to go, looking at this from a longer term perspective, obviously the monthly doesn't look so hot at all. But it is down here on long-term support back from 2011 and 12. And so that topping tail from last month, so this could be a sell setup, but it's not a sell setup that we would take because it's climactic on the monthly and even on the weekly. So we got to discount the monthly a little bit as to looking at this like it's a totally amazing setup. If this had come down to retest the low, that would really be attractive, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen.
And just to add, I did not give this as a core long. Greg, put your beautiful lines on. We sold it way out of the money. Well, we sold two put spreads. One for next week for our weekly options trader. We took in 76 cents a share, and we sold a longer dated 45.40 put spread for August.
A 45 put you sold?
Yeah,
It's pretty close. Okay.
close.
Well, I see 60. I'm looking at, wow, that's a giant move on the daily chart.
I know. You know, I love asking you, what do you think the odds of this going under 45 are in the next couple of weeks?
Slim.
Right. So that's the bet we're taking. Yeah, Scott, we'll hit casinos, trust me.
Yeah.
And then we sold one for next Friday also. Here, I'll show you. This is the one we sold a 47.40 for 76 cents.
And you sold a 40. What do you mean? A put spread you sold?
I just posted it, yeah. So show them 47.40. We took in 76 cents a share. Yes, right. That's why I'm getting excited here about the junk. That's for 9 days to expiration. We took in 76 cents a share.
All right. This is going to report earnings on the 23rd.
It's fine.
Okay.
Oh, no. Greg, good point. Alex said that's an incorrect date, but we are going to hold over earnings for our August put spread.
Okay.
And then we did NCLH and SAVE, an airline. So cruise line, obviously, same sector. Greg, we sold the 12.5 puts. Show them 12.5 and 7.5 for 95 cents. That is crazy premium, crazy.
12.5 and what else?
7.5.
Jeez.
I know, we took in 95 cents.
Wow. So why do you think the premiums are so huge?
Because they're junk sectors. They're priced for a lot of bearish activity in the next 1 to 3 months.
Typically,
But the chart is telling us otherwise right now.
typically stocks in this price range don't have that kind of premium.
It's in a junk sector. And I also like ALK, but the spreads were too wide. Those are my two favorite, but this looks like a directional tomorrow over today's high. But I looked at this one. The spreads were too wide.
Really? Well, you got to get you got to get in the money. Yeah. I mean, that's a dime. I guess percentage wise, that's a lot.
Oh no! A dime's fine. When I looked at it earlier, they were like 40 cents. Oh, maybe they've tightened. You keep scrolling. I'll look again.
Well, look, I got it right up here. Well, these are monthlies. These are expiring 2 days. 37. That's too close.
But McGraw, that is not a prolonged downtrend. It's been going sideways for 2 months. Of course, in March, McGraw, in the bear market, we were getting even crazier premiums. You remember that. We were selling things, McDonald's, Home Depot, $80 out of the money and getting paid handsomely. So no, it's not March.
All right. Well, this looks good too.
It looks great. Yeah.
Maybe even, I mean.
No, the spreads have substantially tightened from earlier. So yes, you keep scanning and I'm going to post this to our subscribers. I like it too. It's another, we're holding over earnings, so they have to make that decision.
got that sorted by volume. I didn't want that.
And Tehran is in love. Yeah, hey Ludwig, no, we're here for our members first. So yeah, Greg, take a look at Ludwig's question. I'm working, John, your drop down please. I'm working on ALK. Give me a second. Let me log it up. I'll let Greg answer Ludwig first because
It's not a question I can answer without more information, meaning just email me, Ludwig. Email me some trade examples and I could better
but
answer that, because
but also
I can't say what kind of issue you might have without seeing the chart.
But secondly, Ludwig, I'll just add to that as a global response. It 100% depends on what time frame you are trading. We say that all the time. Are you trading a 15-minute, a daily, weekly, or monthly?
Okay, so you send me the charts, and you know, with the entries marked, and then we will critique. All right, so I mean, all these airlines look similar. They're all turned up. So what about jets as a ETF play, which looks exactly the same?
I looked this morning and they were weaker, so they must have rallied a little bit more.
Well, they gapped up. They pulled in a little bit, but
Yeah. No, but I like our ALK and SAVE the bet because I did scan a dozen airlines this morning, and those were the two best.
well, I like these for the this for the ETF letter would have stopped below yesterday's low.
I agree. I'll take care of that too. Let me get ALK logged up here first.
JBHT. Well, you see, that's not junk. So SMA, SEMA, we can't help today because we're looking for junk. Actually, this might start running out of steam here. Look, it's right up near the prior low. At least some consolidation. All right, that's trucking. So here we got integral shipping, integrated shipping. So let's look at that. Up near resistance. That's just got too extended. It's moving. That X looks good. Well, that's up near resistance too. I'm skeptical of that. That's already moved. So this sector has already been on the move. There's JBHT. So if you really want junk, all we need to do is do this.
Well, I was thinking of
5-year return.
no. I don't. No. Greg, I don't recommend that for the following reason. That's gonna pull up things junk that might be headed for the graveyard. I'm thinking of junk in the sectors where people are going to come back if a virus is found, which is airlines, cruise ships, restaurants, casinos, hotels, leisure. But that's what I'm defining as junk right now. Because the reward to risk, if we're nailing the entry right now, they had so many of them look identical. If you go to things that are down the worst on the year, that's a different scan. That's going to be really junk.
Okay. Looks like a sell setup that's coming. Oh. Very different stuff here. It's leisure, Expedia. Just looked at. Here you go. TripAdvisor.
Yep, that looks good. Yep, I just got filled on this ALK that I just posted.
And that one is more of a monthly that is stabilized over the course of several months. And now you got the breakout on the daily.
That could be a, you know, I mean, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, core trades to us mean daily, weekly, monthly are in alignment, and we expect a really big move. But I also throw into that category myself, Greg, and I don't know if you agree, but if we're nailing the entry on the daily and the weekly, and it just has room to go on the monthly, I will discount the prettiness of the monthly in anticipation of a just slow churn. If we nail the low, I mean, Trip could go to 30 bucks. I mean, 10 divided by 20 is a 50% bagger.
So, I mean, look at the weekly chart. I mean, this isn't, you still got a couple of days to go. We don't know where it'll end the end of the week. But so far, if this is to close like this, I
Right.
mean, your risk is a couple of dollars, $3.
Right. So I am agreeing that this is a fantastic candidate for our junk in the leisure sector of nailing the entry. I agree. I like it. I like it. So let's keep going.
Okay. Not loving that one. Theme park.
Well, actually, we're in Mattel as a swing, just FYI.
All right.
Yeah, theme parks are getting, theme park. Yeah, there you go. There's another one. Buy setup on the weekly, breaking out. Yeah, I like it.
SeaWorld. Well, there's the sector, the monthlies, but the monthly doesn't have to be great.
Right. And that's the point I was just making. Yeah, 6 is another one, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Jake, since we're focused on these junk stocks, can you give me an individual sector that you like, please? Not sector, stock that you like, please? And I'll answer you. Yeah, Boyd. Okay, so why do you say defense? Boyd and Booking are both in the junk sectors, so sure, we can look at Boyd and Booking. Those, absolutely. Boyd, there's too much resistance to the left. I think we can find better, Jake, but let's keep looking in the sector because that's definitely Booking would be a marvelous put spread. Ivan, swing trade, over the high, stop low. I'm not sure what the target is, and he's spready, so I think we can find better. Triple R, yeah, that ain't bad. That ain't bad. Triple R. That's I like it better because you're closer to support. And that would also be a no-brainer $10 put spread. Yeah, Greg, I'm just answering the questions from our subscribers while you scan. So yes, people on YouTube, we're tag teaming here, our subscribers, as we're scanning.
Okay. I don't know if these earnings are correct. They've been accurate in the past. This is going to report earnings in less than 10 days. What's going up? Now we're getting into the there's Booking.
Oh, Greg, I think Lind was the one, it's a specialty cruise ship that was positively mentioned in Barron's.
What's the symbol?
What you're looking at is my guess, I think. I think that's another cruise ship. Maybe not, but there was some specialty cruise ship Barron's mentioned one time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's making the turn. Should consumers.
All right, thanks, Jake. Yeah, I thought it was. All right, yeah, that's Greg's continuing to work. I'm analyzing myself and looking for plays for our subscribers.
If this company makes pools, it's an incredible looking chart. Who's buying pools?
It does.
Hello.
It is pool company. But
Wow.
yeah. You know, today's MT Live was on 123s, and look at the 123 on the monthly.
Yeah. This is a good looking one.
Yeah,
For
but
an upward trending correction. 2 bottoming tail bars if it can trade above the high tomorrow.
I personally would prefer to go over the red bars high, but yeah, close enough.
Yeah, if it stops there, something's wrong.
ESCA, I'll write it down. Oh, there's no volume in it though. I just noticed.
It's starting back over again. What?
Yeah, 50,000 is on.
Top of the list. So lodging looks like that somewhere. Would be hotels. Marriott.
Yep. No, that's why we're having a beautiful session here of scanning these junk sectors. I love it. I'm over here working as fast as I can on plays for our subscribers.
This. This only has monthlies. I mean, there's no weekly options here. Everything debit spread, but I mean, again, the earnings have to be double checked if we're hearing that some of these aren't right. But that's a buy. Stop below the low, today's low. Just wait till the end of the day to see that
Totally agree. Looks
it holds on.
Totally agree. It looks fantastic. I love it. Yeah, I'm
Let me
posting.
get through this list, and then Parm, we'll look at Macy's. Let's see. One second. Yeah, Macy's not bad, actually. I just looked at it on my other. I mean, these are worth overnight buys for a couple of days, beaten down. I mean, if this was the whole theme of the weekend letter, bringing up the rear, call it junk, call it rotation. It's all the same focus with different names. So Macy's is good. Any options? 9 days. No. That one didn't clear the highs. That's not bad.
Yeah, no, yeah, M looks great.
No, even this one, Kohl's.
Kiss. Now, Kiss might, I'm no fundamentalist. I wish Debbie were here. Kiss might have better fundamentals than Macy's. I don't know.
Yeah. No, this has already been going up. So there are other things within the retail ETF other than this is strictly department stores. So we could look at what's in here. Let me do this. Go to a different screen. We looked at Kohl's. I like that one. This one's moving. That one. See, that's why the retail ETF, it's got things that are like this that's related to it. That's why the other sector we were looking at was more specialized. This might have some juice.
Wow, the juice on Hilton is massive for August. Yeah, all these things have earnings, so it just depends if you want to hold over earnings. But
Here's something, Dan. No, the spread is ridiculous. Dollar spread.
Yeah. Yep, move on. Yep.
So that other screen that I was on gets much more detailed into the sector, what's in it, whereas the ETFs, you get a whole lot more diversification. Market is just disgusting today. Let's look at this wide range bar on the 5 minute and now just giving it all back. You know, Ludwig, part of, you know, what you asked about spiders and Q's trades. I mean, this is just abnormal. But, you know, whenever things ran up as they did, you know, after this nasty reversal, you know, to think this is totally out of the woods over here doesn't make sense. But again, the S&Ps, you know, they're up near resistance. So, you know, I guess this intraday trading isn't totally out of the ordinary, you know, just based on the misalignment between the NASDAQ, the tech, and, you know, but the other stuff that we're looking at, the real junk, you know, that got destroyed with the corona virus. You know, so in part, you know, what's happening is just this is uncertainty. But look, they're still willing to buy the dip. You know, they're the buyers, right? But they weren't aggressive enough to take it all the way back up to the high. So you would think after a wide range bar like that and this little pullback, it would have poked up. And then when it fails, you know, longs just hit the bid.
I just got filled on Hilton.
So resorts, and you got to check these earnings. Somebody said win before, but he, you know, similar pattern, retest and pop up today. Well, the market could stabilize. You have to define stabilize. You know, you could say, should we wait till the market stabilizes? And I would say, okay, logically, sure. Now define stabilize. You know, to us, that's a word, but does that word relate to a pattern in the market? So, you know, a correction day, let's say that this closes like this and goes down and dips down tomorrow. And then it forms a bottoming tail bar. We have to think long. You know, this gap up today could have kept going, but it just didn't. Sure. Let's go back to the other screen. We could look at restaurants.
Yeah, exactly. They're junk. Oh, talking about restaurants, Greg, I went to one of my favorite restaurants for lunch today, or tried to rather. Another one bites the dust.
Really? All right. Not loving that one, but still trying to make the turn like every other. Starbucks. They didn't close. There you go. Cheesecake Factory. It's still got to clear that high, but look, red bar, reversal.
To me, that's more of a put spread. It's just, I think we can find better directionals because of all the junk to the left.
None of these are really directionals, Dan, but that doesn't mean they can't go up. I mean, look, we got 2 days left on the weekly. If this is a bottoming tail bar on Friday, and let's just say this goes sideways for a couple of days, if this is going sideways and you've got a 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4 on Friday, you'll want to buy it on Monday. You know, I know what you're saying about right here, but the bottom, this says the bottom's in place. Now, the question is, do you wait? What is, you know, for some other thing to set up, which we don't know if it will, or do you just share size it with a stop under $20? Or, you know, not even $20, say 20 and a half or 20 and a quarter, whatever. You can miss it, you know, so we will both agree it's not supposed to go to $20.
All right, so YouTubers, as we scan here, I've been posting trades to our subscribers.
Based on these patterns, you're not really going to find anything that doesn't have resistance. Today is the turn day.
No, I know, but some I think have a better feel of core potential. If we're nailing the entry on the daily and weekly, and that's why I made that disclaimer earlier about I'll discount the monthly.
Okay,
Like
so that's what.
like RCL. RCL could, I told you somebody emailed me earlier saying, Dan, is that a directional? And I said, if we get a 1, 2, 3, definitely. I said, I don't know about today. Is that a directional core, Hilton? I'm sorry, RCL. I don't know.
I'll go back to it, but Dan, look at this. With a stop down below here, with the known risk, this weekly and daily are aligned.
Totally agree. That's why we're doing this amazing session right now. I totally agree.
So whether it's RCL,
Well, that's
it's just a bigger bar today, but the pattern is almost the same.
no, I like it. I'm looking.
And
I'm looking primarily at put spreads here, but if you see something that you think is a core directional,
I don't think any of these, and personally, these are not core stocks.
right.
Swings.
All right. Yeah, no, these are put spread candidates. I agree.
If this went sideways for a while longer, they could definitely become cores. I mean, these bottoming stocks do just like this. They spike and they return to earth. And this could be setting up for the next spike. And, maybe a higher low because it's already spiked once. Yeah, it could be. It's almost 3:30. Dan, I have to make a call before 4:00, so I mean, you can take over. I mean, I got a little while longer, but I have to make this call before 4:00.
You're booking? Who are you betting on?
Am I booking? No, somebody's got to get me information. They said call him before 4:00.
I don't know if you were betting on some game tonight.
I don't bet.
Either.
Stock markets. I don't even like casinos.
Me. I like the bars and the scenery.
Yeah, I know the scenery.
But I stroll around Vegas all the time when I lived out there, but I have zero desire to gamble.
Now, McDonald's, right, that gapped up today and came in. So this red bar, assuming it closes like this, is not supposed to follow through. Based on yesterday's wide range bar, this should work itself off and eventually go up. So set an alert at the top of that red bar. Let's see if it recovers. Nobody's interested in steaks in that restaurant. They're not all the same. There you go. That's a better looking one.
Yeah. Hey, Pat. Yum. Yeah. Check. Well, I'll do it. Yeah. KFC was on our list yesterday. Not KFC. What was it? KHC? Yeah, Greg, look at then Greg, look at KHC monthly. I think that is a core possibility. And don't even argue about terms, but if it goes to 40, 42 or 3,
No, well, it's totally different
no, I know. That's why
chart than what we've been looking at.
no, I know. That's why I'm flagging it. For that very reason of saying this could be a core candidate. Correct. Yeah, I mean, a core to me is multiple time frame and alignment and a big void. So call it what you want, but if this goes to $40, 7 divided by 33 is over 20%.
Okay.
So do you like it? Tomorrow over today's high?
Well, where are you going to put the stop? $30, $31?
Yeah, 1 second.
There's no correction bar. So buying a breakout on this is not high odds without a large amount of room because there's no correction bar.
Yeah, no, of course it'd be under the base. For core, absolutely. It'd be under last week's low, of course.
You're talking about this stock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, based on trading the monthly and the weekly. Yeah.
I would not go all in. I would initiate the position.
I thought you just said that you don't like to gamble.
Well, I don't. That's why I wouldn't go all in. Yeah, this shouldn't go. ALK 1478. No,
No, it's not right.
that's not right, Steve.
No, of course not. It's under 33. Let me fix it. Yeah, I do that sometimes, Steve, just to make sure you're all reading. Actually, it's 30. Yeah, 30, 32.98.
Pat, this thing's going to give you a heart attack. Maybe it's going to make a little run late in the day. Got a nice 15-minute chart if it can get off the ground, but what's the market? The market is crap. It's retesting and a shakeout. It's got a nice 15-minute pattern. How about this thing?
Hey, Pat, since you're a Tesla expert, Alex actually emailed me something from some brokerage firm. Maybe it's his, I guess. I don't know. But he said that they were upping the margin requirement 50 to 1 tonight. So that's telling me, maybe it's just a general risk management, but maybe it's also because there's pending news. I don't know. But that's telling me that the brokerage firm is concerned of risk, right? Because they're the ones that get burned when people blow out their account. Oh, Greg, hey, you know what? On a separate story about blowing out accounts, do you remember that poor Robinhood trader who killed himself, unfortunately, because he thought he had a $700,000 loss?
Yep.
And I emailed you over lunch saying a friend of mine, not a friend of mine, I was buying scuba equipment the other day. He's not a friend, but I gave him my card to put my stuff in the computer, and that led to a 15-minute discussion on trading. And he's like, he uses Webull, and
They
at
emailed
first,
me the other day.
no, I mean, this was a company, and he's telling me that a lot of people from Robinhood leave Robinhood to go to Webull. But anyway, the point that I'm making is he brought up that guy who committed suicide, and he said, you know what makes it even worse is he said the guy actually made money, and they just presented him wrong records. And I'm like, well, then wouldn't it be common sense that the guy would know, hey, I bought this and it went up, and it has to be an error. So, I don't believe this, you know. And the guy said, well, that's what you get when you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. I was saying Webull emailed me the other day.
For what?
Talk.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then do it. I think that's great.
I hit the delete button.
Wow, we got to talk about that later. I think opposite. I think you got quite a crowd right there that's in need for education.
Maybe so, but it doesn't mean I want to direct people to their trading platform.
I mean, we don't have skin in the game in software. Why do we care?
Because I don't think that people that, if they're, investors and maybe, buy something and sit on it for a while, it could be okay. But a lot of the people that come to us are much more active, and I don't think they should be trading in a place like that, or, which I'm assuming is kind of like Robinhood.
No, it is. But yeah, the people I talk to say it's a better Robinhood.
Mm. Like a better tasting bad burger.
Exactly.
Who's buying the Ferraris? Yeah.
Roku's breaking out on its 15-minute chart for a day trade. If anyone's inclined, I just glanced at my 15-minute charts. 15-minute chart looks great on Roku.
A little late entry for myself, but I wouldn't. But
Greg, look at
they're
that.
going up.
Greg, the banks. We had a put spread on XLF. What about tomorrow over today's high? Kind of looks like some of our beat up restaurants and leisure stocks, daily, weekly, monthly.
Any more earnings coming out this week or tomorrow? Tomorrow is Netflix, by the way.
Correct, half of the market. TAN is all-time high. Wow.
Yeah, there's some earnings tomorrow.
Yeah, no, Macy's
Morgan Stanley, E-Trade.
Macy's looks good. I'm gonna nibble. I can't believe I'm buying Macy's. I can't believe it.
That's a big move today. Does it need a resting day? Or do you want to put a, stop under today's low?
Hey, Greg, did you check casinos for beat up sectors?
Yes, I looked at Win and LVS.
Okay. So you checked hotel, cruise lines. There's really only, 3 or 4 liquid ones. So we got cruise lines, we got restaurants, we got leisure, we got hotels, restaurants. Those are what I'm calling the beat up sectors.
There's a bottom. They make the slot machines.
IGT.
Yeah. Well, it's not a textbook 1, 2, 3, but wide range bar and sidebar.
Yeah, that looks like I put IT by mistake. Yeah, looks higher for swing free.
Do you have a video on how to scan for TC2000? No. No. So you're asking me on YouTube. Basically, what we're doing here, the way we use it, is what we referred to as a top-down approach. Meaning looking at markets, broader markets, sectors, and then stocks within the sectors. TC2000 allows you to access that information with relative ease, meaning to set it up. So where they have already put together the stocks that are within a particular sector. So then you have to just set up your minders the way I have this set up, into where you would type in or here. So here's the broader markets, right? How are the broader markets doing? Daily, weekly, year to date. How are they doing? Here are the sectors. So, at the end of the week, you could say, well, how are things working? How are things right now before the end of the week? And here, oil. So we didn't talk about oil today, but oil got turned around, oil stocks. So you've got oil and gas. Here you have oil service. And then interesting airlines going up. And then here's solar. That's been going up for a while. And, metals and mining. But anyway, so oil and gas, then you go here, and I can sort this, say, well, what's going up? Well, there's a low price stock. It's percentage-wise, big move. So it makes it, after you have it set up, to find out where the money's flowing into and out of. I think car would be in the junk. Hadn't got pounded as bad as cruise ships, but you wouldn't think so. But it's a bottom. We didn't cover it, Scott. No. So.
No. Yeah, we didn't cover it, but I mentioned it this morning that it looked good. Gap breakout. I wouldn't do door now, but tomorrow over today's side would be okay.
Nike got stopped. It was just hasn't really done anything. You can hold it. I'd be careful with this one tomorrow, because if it was to gap up tomorrow, it will run probably to 100. Yeah, that's not a bad end of day pattern for a little pop, Jason. Gap fill, retest. Ludwig, this is just a nightmare kind of pattern. When you're talking about, we talked about before, a wide range bar and it fails, it takes out the low and goes right back up again. That's insane. But overall, and that's why the hourly time frame just says stay away. Maybe tomorrow, if it clears the high. The gap up today was just too much after the run. Dan, you want to take over? Because I have to make that call.
I think we've scanned everything.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'll take over, but.
All right, I'm gonna put you in the control panel here.
Goldman Sachs, that's a nice. What time frame is that?
15-minute.
Yeah, no, that looks good.
You have the keys to the kingdom.
I thought your wife did.
Well, that's a different kingdom.
All right. All right, this is my trade station for now. I was just updating some things. Let's see. Yeah, oh, wow. Look at the double bottom entry on CAR today. You know how well, that's not a textbook W bottom, but it's a retest with a new low plus, and then it bobbled around for 2 bars. That was your home run entry right there. 1 p.m. on the old CAR. Do you send? Yeah, Hector, email me. Yes. Hector, we are so busy on Telegram that if I don't send, there's a W bottom retest. If I don't send a Telegram for 2 hours, I get emails. My Telegram stopped working. What's wrong? I'm like, well, it's a slow day. I haven't sent you any telegrams in the last 2 hours. So yeah, email me and I'll set you up. But yeah, the Telegram is an integral part of our service. Thoughts on Fleur? Not sure about a directional, but it's a beautiful gap from a retest pattern. So put spread, no brainer put spread if you can get it under yesterday's low. It's funny, these jump, I noticed the jump this morning, but they kept going. And that's when I called Greg when I got back from lunch. I'm like, hey, let's focus on junk right now. Let's see, Ulta. Yeah. Hey, what? Hey, anyone, quick, Jason. Anyone. And you all know, you can tell my tonality when I bark like that. Thank you, Steve. When I bark. When I bark like that, in 1/8 of a second, that jumped out at me. I know it's in a downtrend, but that's a beautiful W bottom retest. That is a textbook W. You know, I'm not talking to any of you. I don't understand why people don't know their alphabet. Hey, Jason, if I said, do you know what a Z looks like? Of course, it says, you know, I know a Z. Do you know what a W looks like? Of course. So this is a W. It's so simple. It's simple, simple, simple. And you had the little breakdown failure, but it's in a downtrend. So it's not a directional to me, unless maybe the market's decided to rip, but no, it's 343. We're doing no ripping into the afternoon, but that would be a put spread candidate. You got weekly stabilization, right? You got 4 red bars, you got green, red, green, bottoming tail. So yes, that's a put spread candidate for sure. So if you, Jason, I'm not sure if you do put spreads. Are you an option trader or just directional? I honestly don't remember. Hey McGraw. Hey McGraw. Is McGraw in the house or is he out swimming with the manatees? Let me ask you option traders a question. You know what? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this because I'm preparing for my monthly option coaching. I'm preparing. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this, of Alta out of the money puts. Who would like to buy? Who would like to buy a $100 put on Alta 2 days to expiration for $4.30? If any of you would like to do that, I have a gift for you today. I have a gift for you. You ready for the gift? I will sell you 1,000 contracts at $1 a share, not at $4.30. So because you're with me and I'm a good Samaritan, I'm going to save you $3.30 a share. See, good thing Greg's not here because I get myself in bad moods unintentionally. Unintentionally, the SEC should shut this market maker down. You know why? Because if I fat fingered and bought that $100 put, do you think I would be able to get that trade busted? Yes or no? So I'm taking a copy of this, and then see, this is how we make our material. You know, I see examples, and I take a screenshot, I email it myself, and then late at night, then I come back and I make it look pretty, and you know, I put it in whatever vehicle is good at the time. But this guy should be shot. Well, I take that back. That was mean. Not shot. He should not be allowed to be an option trader. If you're going to have such ludicrous quotes, get out of the business. All right, enough of that. Sorry. See, I get myself all worked up. All right, what did I miss, you all? Keep going. I know I missed some things during my little short-term rant. Oh, and just as another aside, I had an email over lunch. Pat, I 100% disagree with you. And so we'll talk about that later, not now. 100% disagree. But again, we'll do it at another time. All right, what was I going to say? Yeah, no, I got an email over lunch that he was offended by some. Yes. Look, Ludwig is changing my attention. Now this looks worthy of holding overnight. Let's buy a half lot, the other half lot tomorrow over today's high. Ludwig. Look, I love how people ask questions and they're like, oh, I'm not sure about this. And then once you have seasoning, you heard my tonality pick up. That's a no-brainer. That looks fantastic. But I don't want a full position right now. So we're going to buy a half lot stock, and I haven't even checked options yet, but you can. Other half tomorrow or today's high. If somebody wants to check options and help me out, I could always use assistance. And yesterday's low 57.42. 57.40, and I haven't checked earnings. Let me do that. Alex usually does that for me. FND earnings 8.6, so we're good. So now I can hit the send button. I did my due diligence. Yeah, Tehran. Yeah, let me look. Wow, we were a lot more active today than this afternoon than I anticipated. All right, so that looks great. Oh shoot, I forgot to buy myself some. Give me a second. Let me buy myself some FND. Floor? I'm buying a floor company? All right, I'm an investor in a floor company, I guess. Alrighty then. All right, what did I miss? Hector. Yeah, Hector. Yeah, Dan at mastertrader.com. Pat wanted me to open one up called Mullet Head at mastertrader.com, but I talked her out of it. SFix. Jason, I personally don't buy into these nasty collapsing bars. Day trade fine. I would never swing that myself. OPEC is not, Jake, that is a 100% incorrect statement just by me looking at the chart. Odafel. Yes, Odafel. Yes, Odafel looks fantastic. You know, Greg and I were just scanning for a while, but you all are coming up with good stuff. We have enough exposure, and you all know me. I'm not crazy about overnight exposure unless we have just an overwhelming bias. But tomorrow, Odafel, I like over the high. You got a 180 reversal right here. Bottoming tail, tomorrow, it's a no-brainer. Odafel. Oh, FND, let me look. Michael Williams. Hey, Michael Williams. Yeah, Triple R. I like Triple R, Jake. Oh, what I was gonna say earlier before I got disconnected or interrupted, whatever. That, you know, we have a fun trading room here. We trade, we educate, we tell jokes. You know, I like to tell stories from the Wall Street Journal if I think they're financial related. And sometimes we talk about politics or whatever else is in the news. But we all got to be respectful that there's a diversity of opinion. So, I try to be very cautious, and not, you got to be cautious. You don't hear me talking about, transgender rights or, religious, bombing. I don't talk about stuff like that because you're guaranteed to irritate somebody. Hey, you know what? Yes, 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 yes. Oh, we're already in it. But see, can you all tell my tonality again? NYT, we're in. It actually went against us. I can see on the 15 after we entered. But the daily looks fantastic. You can add tomorrow over today's high. But just continuing my thought, it reminds me of all the political cartoons last Christmas, right? With all the political fighting going on. And they were talking about, well, it wasn't even a political well, it was political cartoons, but I saw serious articles in the journal. Yeah, we're done for the day here, folks. 353 selling, breakout failure on the 15. We're done for the day. There were serious articles about how to deal with your family over the holidays, talking about politics. So people, I'm not, again, saying it's bad or mean or whatever. I'm just saying it's reality that I've never in my life seen such political diversity in the public in my life. So it's reality. That's all. It's reality. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We got to be respectful of that. All right, I'm done with that. Steve, I am not a joke teller. You know that. My old roommate in Tampa, who's a pilot for Southwest, he is a joke teller. You go out with this cat, he will just have you laughing the whole night long. He's just telling stories, telling jokes. I wish I had that skill, Steve. I do not. I do not. He does. All right, y'all. Yeah, feel free to give me ideas, what you all have, but I am done for the day. I am done. Oh, Ludwig, yeah, you did ask me that. ABMD. No, tomorrow over today's high. Tomorrow over today's high. I want zero more longs right now. But yeah, tomorrow over today's high. Why? Because that means I don't have overnight gap risk and it's a bullish close. You had a downside shakeout. You have a higher high, higher low with a closing new high. So it looks good. Hey, Ludwig, was it you this morning? Was it you when this thing rallied right to resistance and I said, let it go sideways for a couple hours? So see, yeah, I never would have bought. You don't buy a rally to resistance from here to here. But yeah, tomorrow is fine. Tehran, wait, no, Tehran, wait, is a no-brainer. You wait till tomorrow and you buy over today's high. That is a easy decision. Easy. Tehran, let me ask you this question. What if it gaps up to $50 tomorrow? What do you do? Nope. Nope. Give me, well, yes, but give me a more specific answer. Give me a better answer. Like, do you remember taking multiple choice questions in school? Pat loves my quizzes. All right, I'll give you A, B, C, D. A, you wait. B, you buy a 30-minute high. C, you see if you can get a small pullback. Or D, you raise your right hand and you wave goodbye and you wait for the next train. Which of those, A, B, C, D? There you go, you got it. See, Pat, I have marvelous quizzes. Pat, I was thinking of you this morning when I was preparing for my coaching class because I got these beautiful quizzes. I almost emailed you some. And I'm like, Pat, look what you get to look forward to. But then I didn't want to get you in a bad mood early in the morning. I was up at 6 a.m. working on them, couldn't sleep. Oh yeah, hey, there was a gold stock that somebody gave us an MT live today. Sand, no, not crazy about that. Gold, no, that's EQX is not gold. No, not crazy about that. FNV, yes, FNV was the one as a 1, 2, 3, correct. Yeah, FNV, you can keep on the list. Not sure of the target because it's up a bunch of weeks, but it's worthy of the swing trade. If gold starts moving, it's worthy. Look at our golf tango. Now we can tighten our stop on golf tango. Well, I already moved at today's low. Wait till tomorrow. Golf tango looks good. All right, DRI looks good. We did a put spread. Docker, we have a call spread. It looks fine. Piton turned green. We have a call spread, but it's way the heck up here. So that's fine. SIL, we're still long in our ETF trader. GFI looks higher. Whenever we're getting on board extended stocks, we need a correction bar. And trading over this red bar was the correction bar. So yeah, that's strong. That looks higher. Yeah, VXX, we liked into a condor. As long as the market stays strong, then that's going to be headwinds for this. Sure, Jake, my pleasure. Neil is going to eat rice-a-roni. Neil, do you know how many calories rice-a-roni has? I just want you to know what you're putting in your body. Is VIX in contango? Yes. Yes, that means further out strikes are higher than they are now. But here, I said that with 90% confidence, but let me give you 100% confidence. Yes. Here, look at this. Well, here, I'll switch screens. Why not? John, look at this screen and you tell me. You know what? You just gave me another quiz question. Thank you, John. I'm going to take a screenshot of this. Screenshot. Hey, Pat, You are going to love the coaching session. Nope, it is not, John. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't read your question. My bad. I like shorting VXX, but no. No, John, see, I disagree with that too. I hear what you're saying, but once it gets in backwardation, you've missed your ideal entry. Think about what I just said there, John, and go back and do some back testing, and you'll see what I mean. Backwardation happens after you get your entry from a climactic buy setup. Think about that. Write down what I just said, because that is priceless. Okay, so you picked up on it quick, but other people who like to trade volatility, write down what I just said. In fact, I'll do it for you. Hold on. Let me pull up my coaching, because I'm putting, yeah, I know. Hold on. I'm gonna do it. I'm making this a quiz right now. See, that's how I make my coaching sessions. I was working on this thing. Yeah, whenever I can't sleep, I work. All right, let me type it out. See you, Robert. All right, here's what this is what I'm going to put on the quiz. So what's the answer? This is backwardation right here, Hector. It's when I don't like this stupid thing that pops up, so I can't point. But actually, it's right here. Look at percent contango and difference. So whenever, Hector, look at this. Whenever this is negative, that means the future spot price is less than the current spot price. So this means typically if the election weren't here, typically this would mean you had a nasty market sell-off, the VIX skyrocketed, and then the market is predicting less volatility in the future. So yes, Carl got it right. The VIX has already fallen. It's like a moving average. It's delayed. So I'm shorting VIX all the time when it's in contango. You know why? Well, here, let me add that to my list. Why would I short in contango? Yeah, it's contango right now, Tehran. Yes, it means higher prices. Yes, yes, because of the election, and you know the market's still scary, whatever. But the reason let me just write myself a note here. Because I'm just trying to figure out what words to put it in, but it's late. It's already dropped. And they're looking at the future month. All right, we can go back to screen here in case you all have any questions on stocks. All right, hey, YouTubers, I see you're still with us. I'm going to go ahead and turn you off. But I hope you enjoyed our scanning of junk. You got a sampling of what we do in the green trading room. We scan, we educate, we answer questions, we're trading. So come visit us. mastertrader.com/green trial. $7. Come join us for a week. So thanks for joining, YouTube folks. We'll see you next time.